Hey everybody, I'm Amy from Body Fit by Amy, and this is your lower body basics workout. In this workout, we're gonna use a combination of dumbbells, optional kettlebells, and mini bands to work your entire lower body and mix in some core. If you don't have all that equipment, that's okay. Just use whatever you have available to you or just keep it body weight. I'm gonna be giving you lots of different options to work to your fitness level. This is a great workout for beginners or begin-againers or anybody who just wants to take it back to the basics for their lower body. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's start just by marching. Let's get our blood flowing, get the energy up, get our body's temperature up, and then we're gonna warm up our whole body, but with a focus on the lower body, the legs, the glutes, the hips, getting everything ready to move. You can roll those shoulders just to release some tension. So in this workout today, you can see behind me, I have both dumbbells and kettlebells. I'll be working with my 10 and 15 pound kettlebells and my 18 and 26 pound kettlebells. Let's roll through those hips. You can start small and then take them a little bigger if you want. I also have a couple mini loop bands. Again, if you don't have all this equipment, that is okay. If you do, you have options to use it. Otherwise, you can keep it all body weight or just use whatever you have. Let's do a little squat with that. And then you can roll that hip in between. You don't have to get super low or super high. We're just taking it here to here. Down and roll it through. And here, one more each side. Warming up through those hips. And here, so just take it side to side. Opening up those hips. You can reach one arm down, one arm up. So the way we're working today, we're gonna take some of our basic movement patterns of our lower body. Let's go ahead and take it arms out, flat back down, and round up your back. Just to warm up through the back and then opening up the hips here. So basic movement patterns of your lower body, your squat, your lunge, your deadlift, your hinge, and then having adduction worked in there. And we're gonna have circuits where we do some with our weights, hold it here, roll those shoulders, some where we add a mini band, and some where we keep it just body weight, all right? So we're keeping, again, the basic movement patterns right through here. Walk your feet in. Let's tap it back right here. So tap, and here. If you can, we're gonna get a little lower with it. You can drop that hip. If that's not right for you, you just take it high and just keep your tap back. And then let's hold it down right here so you again can hold if you need. Able to drop it all the way down. And we're gonna take it up right here. So we're gonna take it through and it'll reach. If that's not right for you, you just hold that stretch up top. Here and here. Go ahead and step it in right here. Other side. You can just hold it, open it up, get that hip stretch, or take it down, reach it up. Take it through and up. And then go ahead and meet me down onto the mat. You can be on your knees, you can be on your toes, whatever feels best for you. And we're just gonna take it just a little forward and back for the core. And then a little drop of the hips. So you can be on your knees for this, just to kind of open up through those hips, through that core. And then very carefully walk those hands back and slowly round it up right through here. All right, tap and reach across. All right, team, so getting that heart rate up to finish off this warm up, and then we are jumping right in. We are gonna start with your basic squat movement pattern, right? That is something we do all day long. We sit down in our chairs, in our cars, in the bathroom, right? Let's bring those hamstrings up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it a sit squat. So when we finish this warm up, I'm gonna have you grab either a bench, if you have a bench, I'll be grabbing my bench, or a chair. So we're gonna grab a bench or a sturdy chair and we're actually gonna sit down on it. So make sure it's something that you feel comfortable sitting on. If you don't have that, you can keep it just a regular squat. We're starting with that with some weights. Then we will add some mini bands if you have it, and then we'll work in a little core, and then we'll go through it a second time. All right, so go ahead and grab that bench or grab that chair. I'm gonna grab mine over here. And here's what we've got. You can keep it body weight or you can take those weights. I'm gonna have 2 weights and you're actually gonna sit all the way down and then stand up. If that feels strange to you with weights, I want you to keep it body weight. Again, if you don't have something you can do a sit squat on, you can just get as low as you can. But I want you to pause at the bottom. 2 weights, we got 40 seconds of work, followed by 20 seconds of rest, all right? The goal is to get low, but also get that weight transfer. So shoulders back, core engaged, feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart. And here we go, you're gonna sit down and then stand up. Now, if you're working on your couch or something where those weights are a little cumbersome, again, you can take it body weight, or you can always just do 1 weight in the center. And again, if you don't have a bench, just do a little pause squat at the bottom, right? You're gonna sit all the way down, woo, and then stand up. Feel the difference. Now again, the reason we're training for this is because it gets us in that squat pattern. A lot of times when we squat in our workouts, it looks very different than the squats we do every day, right? This is the one we do when we sit down at the table. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and set those weights down. Now, if you have a mini band, you can move that chair or bench to the side. If you have a mini band, it can be the fabric or this one. We're gonna put it right at our ankles. Now, if you're someone who has this but you don't feel as comfortable, keep yourself by that chair or by the wall, and you can just step out from here. Otherwise, you're gonna join me here. We're gonna step out with a squat, then step in. Right and left, mid-calf between your ankles and your knees. We have 40 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. So this is what it's gonna look like. You're gonna have a few different versions of that squat. So now we're doing essentially a lateral step out squat and then coming back in. We're adding some resistance. Again, if you don't have the band, that's okay. Just step out with it. Second time through, we will move that band up or we'll have you step a little wider. But feel the difference in getting that abduction moving away from your body. Different than just a regular squat because you're moving laterally, right? Right here. Yes, you can. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, so now you can keep that on if you want, and we're gonna take it to a plank with a little tap out for those hips. So you have a few options. You can take it on the wall, elbows or hands, and you can do a little tap out here. You can be on your bench or your chair here, or meet me down on the mat. But we're gonna tap those feet out while we hold the plank. You can also do the plank from your knees and just tap out side to side. But join me here. Wherever you're doing this plank, let's lift up and hold. Here we go. Out, in, and in. If that doesn't feel right for you, again, you can do it with the knees down, or you can just hold that plank. But again, we're adding in that abduction. So we work the outer thighs while we're also working the core. So all the core that we're adding in today is also gonna be working that lower body. So everything has a little bonus work. But you can, of course, just hold that plank or just do the tap outs with the knees. We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, team, so carefully come back up. If you're on your floor, I would say go ahead and take that band off now. We're coming back to that sit squat. All right, so same thing again. We're just gonna take our stance a little wider. So we're here. Again, you can have 1 weight in the center or here. You're gonna be a little wider, sit all the way down and bring it up. Again, with those heavy weights if you got them. We're gonna do the same thing. 40 seconds, wider. Here we go. And stand up. Yes, you can. Sit low. And up. Down. And up. Again, if you don't have the bench or the chair, just pause at the bottom and bring it up. We wanna get this squat lower, and this is a great way to train for it. So that's why we're putting this in our lower body basics. Because again, I know I've watched you, a lot of us do those squats, and I'm guilty of it too, where we get to a squat in a workout and we only go here. But what do we do in life? We get all the way down there. We want the strength to come all the way back up. Last one. And breathe. Set those weights to the side. We got that little side step again. We're gonna bring, so you got that chair, it's a great way to put them on. This time, we're going to take it above our knees. Now, don't worry if it rolls up or if it rolls down, that's normal. Again, if you need a little balance, grab onto the wall or your chair. We're gonna get low with it. And this time, we're stepping out for 2 and then step back for 2. If traveling doesn't feel right for you, you again hold onto the wall and just take it here. Here we go. Woo. Step out. It's not just a step out, it's a squat. If you're a beginner and your legs are just on fire or your knees are bothering you, you can take the squat out. But if you're able, the actual move we're going for is we're gonna get low with it and bring it up. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Push out with those hips again, keeping the squat pattern, but moving laterally. So we're working in all those different planes of motion. That's what we're thinking about today and every day. Breathe. Can we get one more? That's your time. But if you want to take it back to finish it out, you can. All right, team, so we're gonna keep it here again and back to that plank. Again, if you want to be on the wall or elevated, walk your feet back, tap it out from here, on the bench or on the mat with me, 40 seconds. Elbows or hands, knees or toes, 3, 2, 1. Now, I know if you're like me, you're feeling your heart rate up, right? So from this plank, I want you to really focus on your breathing. So your core's in tight. Inhale and exhale. You're staying tight in that core, but you're making sure that you're breathing. You're not holding your breath. If it starts to feel like too much, just drop one knee or take the step out of it. Just hold the plank. Yes, team. Core engaged. 3, 2, 1. Stretch it back. Whoo! Yes, team. All right. Come up onto your feet. You can take that band off if you want. We're gonna be working next with our lunge pattern. Let's grab some water before we get into that. Whoo! Feeling that, right? Grab some water, team. Whoo! Now, the reason that you probably feel that heart rate getting up when we use these lower body muscles, these are big, strong muscles that require a lot of energy to work and also a lot of energy to maintain. The biggest driver of your metabolism is muscle. So we get these muscles strong, you're gonna be burning that energy even when you're sleeping because they need a lot, right? But that's also why your heart rate gets up. All right, so you don't need the bench or the chair for this, but if you wanna have it for balance, we're gonna be stepping back into a lunge, all right? So the first thing that we're gonna do is just our regular reverse lunge. Then we're gonna cross it over into a curtsy lunge. We'll get a rest in between, but you can do this with or without weights. I'm gonna start with weights. If it feels like you need a little more balance, take it to one weight, hand on the wall, or just take it to body weight. All right, 1 foot forward. Let's step it back, 3, 2, 1. So remember on this lunge, shoulders back. You're trying to drop that back knee till both legs are about 90 degrees. You can hinge forward a little bit. But if that's not right for you, you can do what I love, which is just a little tap back. Just like this. So you're not getting as low in that back knee, but you're still getting this front leg working. If that's better for you, you can keep that through this and your curtsy lunge. If you can, we're aiming to get low because again, breathe. We're taking this. Drive it up. Last one. And relax. All right, so you can set those weights down, but we're gonna stay on the same side. Now watch me here. We're gonna cross over into a curtsy lunge. If that feels strange on your knee, you can just keep that regular lunge, or you can just do a little tap back. But the idea is we're getting in that transverse plane. Let's get it done in 3, 2, 1. So here, so notice my hips and my shoulders stay square. I'm not turning my whole body, but I am stepping back wide and dropping the knee. Your tap back works too if getting down on that back knee doesn't feel good for you, but you can take it nice and slow. Looks like this. You don't want to be too close. You don't want to be way far away. Find what's good for your balance. Here and bring it up. Core stays engaged, and again, we're getting movement in what we call our transverse plane. So front, side, twist, sagittal, frontal, transverse. Little kinesiology for you. Last one. Breathe and relax. All right, team, I want you to set those weights down. Now what we've got is a little side knee. Now this may be one that you want balance again on the wall, but it's gonna be for core, but it's also for all those muscles along your hip. So I'm gonna bring my knee in this way. Turn the hip out, bring it here to here. You can stand, or you can balance, you can keep it low, or you can bring it up high. But we got 40 seconds. Here we go. Basically what we're getting is a little side crunch, right? So you feel those abs, side abs, but we're also working all through that hip. Also keeping that heart rate up. Also, slight bend in this leg. You're gonna feel that leg working too. Right before we go work it on the other side. Do you feel that little burn all the way through there? I know I do. It's a good feeling, right? Breathe. We're gonna get this done, and we'll get all of that on the other side. That's our second round. Last one, and relax. All right, so same thing other side. We're gonna take, if you had that right knee coming up, that left leg is going forward. Regular lunge, rest, curtsy lunge, rest, and then side knee this way, so we get those obliques. All right, team, grab those weights, shoulders back. Remember, we're stepping back on train tracks, so hip distance apart, core engaged, shoulders back. You can hinge forward a bit, lunge back or tap back. 3, 2, 1. And out. Woo! If you're like me, you can already tell one side feels a little different. Up. Drive it up. Right here. There we go. Yes. Not only do I feel a little less strong on this side, but I have a little less mobility, so more reasons to work it. This is what we call our unilateral work. One side, no, both legs are working. Last one. Set them down. All right, team, catch your breath. Again, heart rate's getting up there because we are utilizing a lot of energy to work these muscles in our lower body. We're crossing it over. Remember, I'm not twisting my whole body, but I don't have to make it too extreme, but we're getting into that transverse plane with the curtsy lunge. Bend your knees, 3, 2, bring it up. Yes! And up, right here. Push out of that hip, out of the side. And again, if that doesn't feel good on your knees, just take it to a regular lunge or just that tap back. You don't have to get super low. Just focus on that front leg doing the work. Right here, yes. Up. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, set those weights down. Now we're taking it to that side. So remember, this leg is stationary. This hip turned out, you're bringing it in so we get both our abs and the hips. Catch your breath, 40 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Does not have to be fast. A lot of times we do this in our cardio workouts. We're going here, we're going here. That's not what we're going for. We're going for precision. We're going for obliques. We're going for hips. Right here. There we go. Pulling it in. So this one, we had 2 rounds, but it was right side, left side. Next, we have one longer circuit to close it out, but it's gonna be, we won't repeat, except for some right side lifts. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, team. Woo. So we're gonna take it down onto the mat. Catch your breath first, grab some water. So we start this circuit down on the mat with 3 quick exercises, some core, a bridge, and a side plank with a clamshell. So again, We're getting inner, we're getting outer, we're getting a lot of core as we do it. So join me down on the mat. And if you have that band again, we're gonna start with it at your feet. Now this is gonna be a regular bicycle, so you can always keep this standing as well. But if you're able, join me on the mat. And we're working with the band or just body weight. So this band is gonna start at your feet here, and watch me here. We're gonna do a bicycle, but with a band. So we get a little extra for our inners and also for those hip flexors. Now, if that's not right for you, you can march it or you can keep it standing. Go ahead and join me on the mat. We're gonna tuck that pelvis. We're gonna wrap that core, hands behind the head. And again, if the march is a better option for you, keep it there. If you're able, upper and lower with that bicycle. Button up that rib cage. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Things I want you to be thinking about. Slow on the bicycle, but not only are you pushing away, but you're pulling in. Feel what that does for your core, right? Push and pull. We're also training those hip flexors at the top of the legs like we need. We're also getting the core through the bicycle. So what did I promise you? Every core exercise is also little calf stretch, little hip flexor work while we add resistance. The core. 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees in. So now we're gonna move that band up above our knees. If you don't have the band, don't worry, we're just gonna go wide with it. We're gonna lift in a bridge. We're also gonna take those knees out for a little abduction. Again, getting a lot of those outer thighs and hips as we do it. But we're gonna go up and out and down, with or without the band. Here we go. Up and out and down. Now, if you're a beginner, you're getting back into this, or your legs are just feeling it, because this is an all lower body workout, I know it can get taxing. Just keep it body weight or with the band. If you don't have the band and you wanna add some weights there for a little extra booty work, you can, but you don't have to. You're probably feeling your booty. I know I am. Right here. Burn. So lots of glutes, lots of hips, abductors. Woo. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Roll onto your side. We're gonna stay on our knees for this core exercise. Again, core and lower body. We're gonna lift and lift, down and down. We have 40 seconds of each. If you wanna just do the clamshell or just do the hip lift, that is totally fine, with or without the band. Here we go, up and up. So again, we get all through the core stabilizing, especially this lower oblique. And then we get inner thigh as we resist on the way down, outer thigh as we push out on the way up. So as you're bringing the knees back together, really think resist, resist, and you're gonna feel those inner thighs working too, right? And here. Then we're gonna finish up top with some hinge patterns. We're gonna get some deadlifts. And breathe. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So swing to that other side. You can just turn right around, or you can swing your legs around. I'm gonna do that to face you. Again, you can just do the hip lift. You can just do the clamshell, or you can put them together or do them one and then the other. Let's get it done in 3, 2, 1. Slowly down. Breathe. Bring it up. Zipping up the core, lifting, again, resisting with those inner thighs, pushing up with your outer thighs, and core stabilizing. So close to being done with this workout. I know, I feel it too. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, team, break time is over on the mat. I know, maybe that didn't feel like a break. If you wanna get a little stretch through here or a little hip stretch before we come back up onto our feet, we're gonna finish out this circuit with some deadlift. All right, team, so we're taking it here. Woo! Up onto your feet, toss that band to the side. Watch me here. We've got our heavy weights here. We're gonna take it down. We're gonna bring it up. We've got our deadlift, and then we're gonna take it to a kickstand, and maybe we'll even finish with the swing. I don't know that we've used, yeah, I guess we've used them. All right, go ahead and grab those weights. Have we used our kettlebells yet? I made you put them out. All right, team, so your deadlift, again, basic movement pattern, hinge, drive the hips to the back. What can be really helpful, stand a foot against the wall. Make sure that your booty is hitting the wall, that you're not just folding forward, you're driving it back. Weight in front, here we go. Deadlift, stand it up. Here, and up. Stand up straight. I love the deadlift. It is such a functional movement because we do this every day in life. We pick stuff up off the floor. We need to be able to bend. Maybe you feel it in your back and you need to go a little lighter, or you need to take it into just a body weight hinge. That's okay too. But you got to do this movement in life, so we need to train for it. Drive those hips back. Stand up straight and connect. Drive it back and up. Yes, team. Set those weights to the side. We're gonna take it to a kickstand deadlift, but here's the thing. I want you, if you have that bench or that chair, we're bringing it back because we're gonna take it to here, and then we're gonna do a little lift at the top. Now, you could add that band. I'm not going to, but you could. You could add weights. I'm not going to, but you could. But I want you just to get used to that hinge pattern here, and then a little glute squeeze in the back, all right? If that's not right for you, just take it down, touch down, and bring it up. So feet hip distance apart, kickstand here, weight in that front leg, in 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. And lift. So I really want you focused on this leg doing the work. So this is all about the balance. Those legs are tired, so that's why I'm giving you a break from the weights, but we often do this kickstand deadlift, right? You know it, you've done it before with just your weights and bringing it up. We're adding a little glute squeeze so we get that motion to the back as well. Core engaged. And breathe. See if you can even get a little lower. You don't have to go all the way down to the floor. And stretch it out. So great way to train for that. Again, I love a good kickstand, but because we're getting towards the end of this workout, we're keeping it body weight for now. But we're gonna take it to that other side, wrap that core again, hinge. If you wanna have the weights or the bench in front, you can. Hip distance apart, 3, 2, 1, touch and lift, or down, here to here, right here. Also doing this body weight because we are gonna close out this workout with a swing. If you've never done a swing before, we're just gonna take it back to that deadlift, or you can pick any exercise that we did today. Woo! And do it one more time. You can do the squat, you can do the lunge, your pick. Squeeze. So notice how even just the body weight, if you're focused on the balance and that one leg doing the work, you're gonna feel that here. 3, 2, 1. Stretch it out. Woo! All right, team, so last move of the day. We got our squats, we got our lunges, we got our hinges, we got our abduction, we got our adduction, inner outers. If you want, we're gonna add one more swing. Again, if the swing is not right for you, you can do the deadlift. If you've done the swing or you wanna try it, we're gonna hinge, we're gonna drive it up using our legs, let it drop. You're gonna lock it out at the top, core engaged. All right, I'm going with my heavy kettlebell. You do you, dumbbell or kettlebell, just because we gotta get the kettlebells in this workout. I don't think I even realized I hadn't really been using them. All right, team, so core engaged, shoulders back. Again, if you don't wanna do either, just pick one of your favorites or start your stretch early. Here we go. We're here. Hinge it, power it up. 3, 2, 1. Drive it up, let it drop. Drive it up, let it drop. We got inner thighs working hard as we squeeze, as we connect with the glutes and the hamstrings. Yes, that low back and core is working as well. But drive it up, let it drop. So you're locking out at the top, then you are following it with your body. So close. 3, 2, 1, swing, and relax. So you can either have your hands on the kettlebell or back on your chair or your bench. Pedal those feet. Catch your breath. Woo, do you feel it, team? I know I do. Those legs, those arms, everything. Woo. All right, catch your breath right through here. And let's just shake it out right here. We're gonna keep this cool down pretty short so we can get you out of here. But of course, please get some more stretching for your hamstrings, for your quads, for your calves, everything that was working hard. If you need to, you can also sit for this, but let's get a little hamstring stretch, either grabbing on right through here. Let your body lean towards that. This is an option as well. Making sure too that you get a good back stretch. A lot of work for our lower body also is working our back, so remember that. Don't be alarmed if you're feeling some tightness. You shouldn't be feeling pain unless it's muscle soreness. But as we strengthen our lower body and strengthen our core, we're also strengthening that low back. So we need it all. So often I hear people say, I just can't do lower body work because it bothers my back. You gotta start small, you gotta start body weight, you gotta work your way up, all right? But you need it because again, we're doing it every day in life. Let's take those legs out, stretch your back from here. You can just press out gently. Again, you can do this seated on the edge of the chair or the bench. Make sure you're getting some more stretching on your own. Leave me a comment, leave me a like, and of course, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Spread the word, share the channel. Let's get more people moving, and that helps me keep making these free workouts for you. Also, check us out in the Body Fit Athletic Club on the Body Fit by Amy app. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's get one big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was your lower body basics workout. Great job, everybody.